Okay, this is an addendum to our previous attempt using the GoPro live streaming, which failed because of the delay that was being witnessed. So we stopped that video and we're just going to redo this video. We're going to jump right to the point that we were trying to make, which is we've got these really interesting 3D printed placard holders. These are the idea for these would be to replace the index cards, the 4x6 index cards that are used in the game as a roster if you choose to do that. You don't need to. You could always just put, the O-rings directly onto the units to show the hits and the casualties and so on. But because players can have the option of hiding those effects and that damage, a little card or a 4x6 index card is helpful. Now here what we've done is even miniaturized it further. We've turned it into a placard with a symbol and actually a QR code that when you hit it with your camera, it will take you to the wiki page or whatever URL about that that topic. And in this case, it's the 29th Infantry Division. And when you open it up, you can see this is the roster for the force. All the infantry and the units, the half tracks and so on, they're all recorded here. So the really basically the game, the order of battle for the entire game is for this player, is on this little card. And of course, if the order of battle gets larger, you can just add additional cards because they'll fit right in this little neat little holder. And then the intention of the holder is for it to, as soon as I get it inserted. So when you get it inserted, then you can go ahead and put it on the what we call the headquarters stand. The reason we call this a headquarters stand is because the intention was for a 1-inch size disc to be placed for ease of movement. And the idea why it's 3 is because there would be the commander himself plus 2 other items, whatever they might be. A point defense weapon, or in this case it's a bazooka and maybe a radio operator, something else like that, if you wanted that level of detail in the game. But saving the fact that those 2 places may not be used, they may just be the commander himself just for ease of movement, like this. But you can also put it on there and move the whole thing around the game table as you see fit. So in that way, it's a nice little convenience. It holds everything together, and you could actually reorient it like this. Actually, no, it's better this way. So you put the stands in front and then put the placard behind it. And then you can move them around, or you can actually turn it so it looks like, Stratego. You got this little placard moving on the game table. But it's just it's a convenience. That's all there is to it. Just for moving around the game table. You don't have to keep the things together, but it's fine if you want to. So that's how that works. The other thing we had talked about is that we've numbered various locations of the game table and then randomly assessed where each of the groups of the forces would be. And this is how it came out. So it's kind of interesting. The headquarter unit here ended up at location number 6. And this portion of the company, this platoon, these 4 squads of this platoon ended up here. And then the other one up here, the American platoon is up here with four squads, and German one ended up there and over here and here. So it's an interesting dichotomy, if you will, of location. So it could be we could maintain this kind of layout for the game, but doing it randomly like this yields interesting, unpredictable results. And in this particular case, who knows what you could say it is. One force is being flanked by another, however the thing goes together, however you want to manufacture the story. But with an entire unit up here, it does present some challenge. The German force, you could say, is is split up and trying to get back together, or maybe they're doing a pincer. They're trying to attack the town from two different directions, and that's just how it came out. We'll never know. I mean, there's several different ways you could do this. You could re-roll it, or you could just legislate it, take the numbers away and legislate, United States Army starts here, the German starts here, and period. And then you don't maybe want to start with all the forces in place at once. Maybe some are arriving, and then the arriving locations could be randomized, or it could be legislated. Okay, the German army will start here, and then the first or the second group will arrive here, and the third group will arrive there. That kind of a thing. So anyway, that's the gist of it, of how that works. And we're going to continue fleshing out the units. The Germans don't have their vehicles yet. We just put the one vehicle down here. Then there's some others coming. So that's how we'll do that.